All right, Mina, let's talk about the fit for DeAndre Hopkins, the hypothetical, to borrow a word from Mac Jones fit for D-Hop. Does it make sense in New England?
It makes a ton of sense, Field. First, I'd like to say Bill Belichick obviously characteristically said nothing there about DeAndre Hopkins. But if you go look up Bill Belichick's mic'd up, talking to DeAndre Hopkins about how much he respects a game, you will quickly understand. You will not see, honestly, a bigger fan of a player than Bill Belichick talking about DeAndre Hopkins. So much respect and admiration there. I see him being a weapon in what I hope to be a prolific RPO game. He can win over the middle of the field, which is something I think we'll see a lot more of with Bill O'Brien. And on the outside, especially short and intermediate hitches, that kind of thing, comebacks, he can still win contested catches, as is his signature. So is he a total game changer? Maybe not, but he certainly helps the Patriots offense creep back towards average, which I've said is all they need to be competitive with that defense.
And Kay, you bring up the RPO. That's kind of where I think the impact for DeAndre in New England would be the biggest. I don't think that New England has anybody on their offense that they don't have to scheme open. He goes from like this somewhat hesitant player to now being this rookie, I know where to go with the football. I remember saying this about Mac. He was the best. Where do I throw it? When do I throw it? How do I throw it? Quarterback rookie-wise that I'd seen in a long time. Hop brings that because of the reliability that he has with, I don't care the defender's close. I'm just going to throw it somewhere and he'll go catch it. That's why I think that the move to New England makes so much sense for both parties.
I agree with both of y'all, and we can lament about DeAndre Hopkins' impact. Whatever team he showed up to, he's going to make a positive impact. Now, and to your point, Mina, he may not be that same guy that we watched in Houston, but now to me, it seems with these visits in Tennessee and the visit in New England, I don't think these are Super Bowl contending teams adding DeAndre Hopkins, so that may not be his priority.
But they're not. They're playoff teams. Like, New England has a chance to be a playoff team with DeAndre Hopkins. They are not a playoff team without him. So if you're saying
but what's the point? But what's the point of DeAndre Hopkins being a playoff contender at this point in his career? Like, think about, I'm talking about his opportunity right now as a free agent to go somewhere and play. And you would choose a playoff potential team or a playoff contender? Well, that's my point. Like, I don't want to sit here and go back and forth with you about DeAndre Hopkins' intentions and what he should do. You make as much money as you possibly can make in the window you play in the NFL. It just, to me, signals his top priority as opposed to going to somewhere where you know that you're a legitimized Super Bowl contender.
Well, of course, everybody wants to go play for the Kansas City Chiefs. No question. But if we're looking at the teams that realistically can try to afford him and also allow him to be a competitive number one receiver, it is New England at the top of the list. Baltimore is in that conversation. It should be Detroit. But it's not always going to be. My thing is this. If Hop wants to go play with a good, competent quarterback, still be a number one receiver, get paid X amount of dollars, and play for a team that has a potential playoff contending football team, New England checks most of the boxes.
And I will say, while DeAndre Hopkins is starting to age, that's a big part of the reason why he is now a free agent, there's still probably an opportunity. If he signs a multi-year, 2-year deal, hypothetically, with one of the two teams that he has or will be visiting, there's still that chance to go chase that ring a little bit later on in his career. Let's get Jeff Darlington in.
Come on, man. No, man.
No,
go ahead, Jeff. I know Jeff got to go.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, man.
I think there is. Let's talk
DeAndre Hopkins is not winning a Super Bowl in the next 2 years with New England.
I think you misunderstood me, Swaggy. I said I think you misunderstood what I said. I said over the next 2 years, he could go play with one of those teams and still have enough juice in 2 years to go chase that ring somewhere, if that's what he wants. Like, he's not done. Yeah, he could be 32 and go ring chasing rather than bypassing this great payday. Yeah, so
I got you.
It's okay.
Phil.
Yeah, Jeff, go ahead.
My apologies.
Yeah, so Jeff, I'll ask you just about, I know one of the dynamics that is in play here, if DeAndre Hopkins were to sign with the Patriots, is the relationship that he has with Bill O'Brien and then the relationship he could have with Tim Kelly in Tennessee. Tell us more about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bill O'Brien, it's like, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the show? Like, we're talking about boxes to check off. His relationship with Bill O'Brien was not good when he was in Houston. In fact, after he left, he said, we had zero relationship at all. But what I will say is it is certainly an interesting dynamic to watch, especially when he's visiting the Tennessee Titans right now. Tim Kelly's their offensive coordinator in Tennessee. I'm told that Hopkins has a very good relationship with Kelly from their time together in Houston.
Swaggo, I want to give you the final word here because sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and we are witnessing that in this moment.
Guys, you know me. I'm not going to be nuanced. DeAndre Hopkins looking for the biggest contract. With these two organizations.
Yeah.
Man, you mentioned Baltimore. If he was going to Baltimore, we would not be having this conversation. Or if he was visiting Baltimore. That's a legitimate chance to win a Super Bowl if DeAndre Hopkins joined that team. Mm-hmm. But the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans, he's going for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of years from now, he can go chase that ring. We could do an entire hour on DeAndre Hopkins, it would seem.
Next segment.
Yeah.
Next segment.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.